One of South Africa's great entrepreneurs, Mark Lamberti, has been appointed as Imperial Holdings's new chief executive. He takes over on the 1st of March. He's on the phone and joins us now for some more. Mark, 63. That's a time that most people are going off and looking after their grandkids, and you're picking up a brand new challenge. What brought you to go and get into the company that Bill Lynch built?
I think, Alex, the most important issue in my life is that if we have any kind of capability, we're obliged to use it. And so I was excited about following in the heritage of Bill and certainly of Hubert, who's done an outstanding job over the last few years. Imperial is an exciting group, and I'm really looking forward to being able to add some value there over the next few years.
I guess it would be very easy to conclude that at your age, this is a temporary appointment, that you'll only be there for a couple of years. But I did speak to your now predecessor, Hubert Brody, and he said no. He said Mark is going to be there for some years. He's got lots of energy, and he certainly isn't looking at this as a short-term appointment. What's your response?
I think it would be irresponsible for anybody to go into a leadership position of that stature or size with a short-term outlook. So I certainly see myself, as many other people do in our country, working for as long as they're active and energetic and are adding value. I don't have any kind of a timeline on that.
Mark, it's Gugu here with Alec. You will be taking over this position from the 1st of March this year, just a week or two away. Why so early?
I don't understand the question.
So you're that eager to start at the job, you think?
Why are you jumping in so quickly, Mark?
It's not that quickly. The Imperial, I think Hubert announced that he was moving on sometime late last year. Imperial have been in the process for some time, so from the organization's point of view, their decisions have been considered. From my own point of view, I announced that I would be standing down as the CEO of Transaction Capital on the 15th of January, and of course from the time that was announced in November until the 15th of January was almost holiday time for most South Africans. So it's been at least a period of almost 3 months of consideration on my part, and much longer on the part of the company.
Geographically is the next step, I guess, for Imperial. They've got the footprint in many parts of the world. Is that going to be your priority, to expand that globally?
I think the strategy is stated as such, and one of the positive features about all of the discussions were that I'm broadly in line with all of the strategies that the board has put into place. So yes. So
you're going to be traveling a lot and leaving Annette at home?
She may be traveling with me some of the time, but in a few days' time we'll have been married 35 years, and that's never going to be put in jeopardy by a job.
Mark, it's very interesting to see, though, that you're picking up the cudgels here at your age. How do you keep fit? How do you keep as strong as you are at 63?
Alec, I don't particularly want to talk about me. I think different people have different metabolisms, different energy levels, and different ways of staying engaged with life intellectually and physically and emotionally, and I think to each his own.
Mark, before you go, I understand that you will be relinquishing some of your positions on the boards of other JSE-listed companies. Is this true, and why?
Yes, it's true insofar as both my focus on Imperial has to be total, but also that both of the other public companies that I'm involved with have established succession plans in place for chairman and for all of the senior directors, and I think those things will come into play in time, and there will be orderly transitions in those businesses.
So a new chairman coming for Massmart. What about business against crime? Are you still going to remain involved there?
I haven't been involved with business against crime for almost 3 years, Alex.
Okay. Well, then my CV needs to be, your CV that I have needs to be updated. That was Mark Lamberti, newly appointed Chief Executive of Imperial Holdings.